fix this camera. Let me see here. There we go. What's up, everybody? It's Cecily here. Turn my lights down just a little. Ooh, that's bright. All right. Today I want to talk to you about reasons why you should start seeking out how to put together your own natural fibroid elimination action plan. Because I don't like this camera angle, but we're going to go with it. All right, so the topic, 4 reasons, is probably going to be more than 4 reasons why you should pursue natural fibroid elimination. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today. I always say that, and then I don't keep it short, but whatever. Okay, first, hey, Chime Baby. I answered your questions today. I'm sure you already saw that. First and foremost, for why you want to pursue, there we go. That's what I've been trying to do the whole time. Natural fibroid elimination, as opposed to going or having surgery, which I'm not judging if anybody does choose to have surgery. That's your own decision. Number one, though, is to save some money. Somebody messaged me about it's a personal story on this first number one. Is this one of my? Yeah, this is one of my reasons. So this is one of the 4. So yeah, somebody messaged me about natural fibroid elimination coaching and my services, and I talked about the 90-day package because that's what they wanted to know, how much that was. And you know, it's not the cheapest, but it's also not the most expensive price that I've seen on fibroid elimination coaching either. I think it's pretty affordable given the level and the degree of service and expertise, being that I am somebody that has shrank fibroids naturally, and I'm there walking you through week by week how to set up your own natural fibroid elimination action plan in your life, personalized to you, and I'm available through email around the clock to answer any questions. But this goddess chose to look at me, send me the emoji like the wow emoji at the prices, but it's like I've kind of had to make her just see how much is surgery, you know, how much money you're saving by being proactive and learning the keys to help you avoid surgery, shrink fibroids naturally, retain fertility, sometimes even flip infertility to becoming fertility, adding years to your life, so on and so forth. And you're saving thousands of dollars by not even having to have the doctor bills, the medical bills, the hospital bills to have this fibroid surgery in the first place. So, you know, in one hand, it's not the cheapest, but it's also not it's nowhere near the cost of what fibroid elimination surgery would cost. So, number one, price, money, your bank account, for those that are driven by that, is a great reason to really give natural fibroid elimination a really deep look. At least look at it. At least look into it for yourself. Maybe you don't even want to go with my services, but this is just reasons why you may want to at least give yourself the option of doing some research and figuring out if natural fibroid elimination is something that you can do. Yes, thanks for answering my questions. I appreciate it. I've been eating fish, oats, brown rice. Hope it's safe. It's not necessarily about safe and unsafe. It depends, again, with every food question we have, there's more questions that I would have to ask you back. So as far as brown rice, I would say switch to wild rice. Just as a note, brown rice, there's a few things with brown rice where it's had some things that may cause estrogenic activity. Rather than go into that off the top of my head, I'd rather go get the information and maybe come back in another video. But I would say switch to a organic wild rice. It's probably better than brown. It's probably lower on the glycemic index, which is not going to spike your blood sugar. And it also doesn't have a certain toxic agent where it could have been contaminated with that, but I got to look that up for you. Fish, you want to always check the mercury levels on fish. Fish is if you're going to eat meat, and you want to have fish, number one, you shouldn't just be saying I can have fish and just eating whatever fish in general. Some fish are bottom feeders. Catfish should not be on your list, for example. And then you got to check and look at the mercury levels of whatever fish you are eating. If it's got mercury, you have to leave it off, because heavy metals are a major toxin that is also feeding fibroids. So just because it's fish does not make it healthy or safe. Not to mention our oceans are massively contaminated and polluted. Pharmaceutical companies are dumping. There's been a nuclear reactor in the last decade, Fukushima, that exploded. I talk about that a lot in all the videos. And all the toxic things from this nuclear plant poured out into the oceans and seas. And all of our oceans and seas and bodies of water are connected at some point. They all go over and connect from different shores throughout different countries and different land masses and regions. So, I mean, we are all connected. So just because it's fish does not make it safe. It needs to be wild caught, not have heavy metals, and not be a bottom feeder, number one. And then some people eat tilapia. Tilapia, it has dioxin in it, which is like carbon monoxide being encased in the flesh of the fish. So there's different types of fish that you still want to avoid. If it's farm raised, you should not be eating it. So that's a quick synopsis, just to give you some value here on the spot. And brown rice fish. You said something else, but I don't remember, so forgive me. But that's just one. I just wanted to deliver value to you for being on my channel. I hope you're subscribed. I'm gonna stop trying to be cool and act like I know how to operate, because I'm about to mess up this live stream. So anyway, let me keep it moving. Reason number 2 for why you really want to give oats. Oats are great. Make sure they're organic. Make sure they are not processed or are mixed with, you know how you can buy the pre-mixed flavored oats, like apple cinnamon, by certain brands. You can get them already made up with strawberries and cream. That's not the kind of oats you want. Obviously, you probably already know this. They shouldn't have any additive or any processed flavorings or toxins. You just need to get the plain oats, organic. Steel cut are my favorite, steel cut oats, and non-GMO. Everything you should be getting should be non-GMO. Bob's Red Mill is a good brand that I do recommend. Their steel cut oats or just their regular oats are great. And then if you want things like apples and cinnamon, and put them in them yourself. Oh, hey, I'm glad to see you here. First time on your channel. Welcome. This is my face. I am a cadet. Welcome to you, Goddess. I'm glad to have you. Please make sure you're liking and subscribing. I'm trying to come back with more frequent lives, but it's really hard for me to keep balanced with all my social networks. So then I'll get carried away on Instagram. If y'all aren't following me on Instagram, you want to do that, because I'm on there a lot. It's at OP Fibroid Freedom. And then I am now on Clubhouse at CECILI, at CECILI on Clubhouse. If you're on Clubhouse, you have to have an iPhone to be on Clubhouse. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm opening up a room. The topic of discussion will be natural fibroid elimination. Is it right for you? And I'll just be going over a discussion. I'm just going to be generating and cultivating the discussion around that topic to help goddesses really be honest. I'm going to be honest with you if you have questions. And I'm also going to go over my basics, things that you should already be doing if you're serious about shrinking fibroids naturally, because I've learned so far with this business that a lot of goddesses think they're doing what they need to be doing to shrink fibroids, but in some areas they may be lying to themselves about the level of commitment or the level of depth that they need to be going with a certain area that you need to be doing to shrink fibroids. For example, your diet, I'm not picking on you, goddess, that just posted the foods, but some goddesses will get mad and be like, well, I'm eating fish is healthy, and they don't want to really hear the truth. But this topic of discussion tomorrow will be to kind of help you see the truth about what you may be doing, what you need to be doing, things that maybe we need to stop doing if we're serious about shrinking fibroids. Like if we're really saying we're about this natural fibroid freedom life, you should already be doing these things. We're going to be going over those tomorrow. Um, I'm very dedicated. I'm willing to do anything. That's the type of attitude you got to have. I'm telling you. And that's the attitude I had. I didn't have anybody doing this when I was diagnosed with fibroids. There was nobody talking about how they shrank them naturally. I had to scour the internet and find any little iota shred of what looked like evidence where people were talking about shrinking fibroids naturally, and I used that to build up my mindset to believe that it was possible for me. And after that, I had to research why fibroids develop, which was very confusing because sometimes they say they don't know why in the medical journals, and then sometimes they do say what they think causes fibroids. I had to put all that together and then work it backwards to figure out what I was doing personally to make fibroids develop in my life. And it took me 2 years. And finally, the fibroid that was in the vaginal canal fell out. Literally, I was holding it in my hand, but it was attached to one artery. I had to get it snipped in outpatient surgery, and the other dissolved. It totally dissolved and disappeared through my waste channels that I had in place because I was addressing all the areas that you need to be addressing to shrink fibroids naturally, to make your body dissolve that fibroid. And a big clue with how I just phrased that is making your body shrink is helping your body to get toxins out. So we have to be real with ourselves about if we're really doing what we know we are supposed to be doing, 110%, to help our body to release toxins and eliminate toxins and dispel waste. And that's the physical body, and that's also the non-physical aspects of ourselves. So that's what we're going to talk about, because a lot of times we are not honest with ourselves because it's hard. It's not the easiest thing to do. I know. I see the pattern, in myself with people that are dieting. You know how some people, they say, I'm doing a really good job sticking to this new diet, but then they sneak a piece of cake. If somebody offers them a cookie, they're going to have a half of the cookie. They're never going to turn it away. That's an example of lying to yourself about what you need to be doing. You got to get real with yourself about these areas in your life that have to be changed and optimized for fibroids to shrink. And that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. So my next tip for why you should really give natural fibroid elimination your full attention, give it a try, go down that road. And that is because if you do not look at, seek, research natural fibroid elimination, and you have the surgery, surgery is just a Band-Aid. Surgery gets rid of the fibroid, and that's great. That's the best thing about surgery is that it is a way to get the fibroids out of your womb. But you still will be left with the question mark as to why they came and are they going to come back? Because you never address that root cause, the underlying factors in your life and your lifestyle that needed to be changed, that needed to be eliminated, that needed to be substituted for something more positive to stop throwing off your hormones, causing confusion in your body and causing estrogen dominance, and causing your body to be clogged up with toxins, causing your mind, your emotions to be imbalanced and up and down or drained all the time. We have to address all of these areas, and surgery is not addressing all these areas. Surgery is just putting a Band-Aid on the fibroids being removed. It's just covering them with a Band-Aid. So that's pretty straightforward. But a side note to that is I'm very dedicated and willing to do anything. It's reposting your comments. The side note to that is if you address the areas that you need to for your natural fibroid elimination journey, if you start giving attention to those areas, you learn about yourself and you grow. You use that information to become balanced, to become a better you and stop and prevent fibroids from returning. And also, you are participating in what my next point is, self-mastery and success. So my point number 3 for why you need to go on this natural fibroid elimination journey is because when you start to work on yourself, work on the areas that feed fibroids and make better choices, eliminate these things that are causing the imbalance, they're going to lead to betterment and success in other areas of your life, because they all relate to self-mastery. If you're eating plants, you're eating plant-based, whole food plant-based diet, you're eating life force energy, you're eating positive energy. You're going to have way more serotonin, way more of the happy molecules, hormone in your brain. You're going to have a more healthy outlook on your life. You're going to be feeling great. You're going to be looking better. You're going to be showing up better in other areas of your life, like your job, with your lover, and your relationship with your children. You know, we literally are what we eat. So if we're eating real raw energy more often than not, and I'm not saying you have to eat 100% raw diet, I'm just saying real raw energy and life force energy in terms of you're eating plants, you're eating dark leafy greens, you're eating fresh vegetables, you know, more so than a burger or some fries. There's energy in that. So you're going to have that energy. It's going to translate into you being more high energy and having more vitality in your life. And that is going to seed the outcome in the life that you're seeing on the outside world. Everything is related and connected. So that energy you're taking in is going to spill over into self-mastery and success and manifest balance in the other areas of your life, in your waking life, in your outside world. As within, so without. Very, very simple. If you don't believe me, try it. You know, the only way to know is to put these things in place. Give it some time, because a lot of women leave out patience. As I get that question a lot too, when and how long is it going to take? I can't tell you how long it's going to take your body to dissolve fibroids. I can only tell you what you need to be doing. You have to put in the work, the action, the commitment to the new lifestyle changes that we define for you based on your lifestyle, based on the foods that are available to you, based on whether you're a mother, whether you work a corporate job, whether you're a business owner, whether you're a dancer, but whether you have emotional problems with, you know, imbalance or depression or anxiety. All those things make a personalized natural fibroid freedom action plan that has to be put together individually for every woman that wants to shrink fibroids naturally. And it's a very different map for each woman. So, you know, I can only tell you, and my services are just incidentally on the side, my services are tailored around giving you the principles, the pillars of natural fibroid elimination. That worked for me. That's like a system that you have that is repeatable, that you rinse and repeat. And you can also crank up, you can bump up the intensity of that system. Because, for example, some people may see these tips that I give and they'll say, well, I'm already plant-based and I still have fibroids. Okay, well then my question to you, or my advice would be, we have to look deeper in these other areas of natural fibroid elimination, or these other areas that cause fibroids to grow, and determine what about your life is feeding fibroids. If you have fibroids and you already eat a whole food plant-based diet, then something's going on with your body's elimination processes, where you're not supporting your body eliminating properly or often, needing to cleanse, or maybe detoxing other organs and systems. We could go into the emotional mindset. There's something that is out of balance in another area of your life. So that's just a little side note. And the last tip that I think I already told you this. Maybe I didn't. The fourth tip for why you want to pursue natural fibroid elimination, you want to go on this journey before surgery, you really want to give it a shot, is because everything you do that you're going to be using as your tools, that you're going to put into your natural fibroid freedom action plan, relates to preventing and reversing sickness and disease in other areas of your body and of your life as you move on, as you move forward, after you get rid of fibroids. Like, everything is connected. So I learned just by giving the natural fibroid elimination journey a shot for myself that I was doing so many other things that could have led to things like diabetes. I definitely learned about regularity, eating plant-based and eating a lot of foods in the way that I recommend that you eat in order to fix estrogen dominance naturally, balance those hormones. It also helps to balance and normalize your stress levels. The stress hormone is balanced. Insulin levels are balanced. People are regular. They're going to be having regular bowel movements a lot more often. So your digestive system and colon will be cleansed consistently, and not in a way that is aggressive or unnatural. It's natural because you're eating in a way. The way that you're eating when you're taking in living whole food, plant-based meals on a regular basis, you're eating in a way to where you're naturally detoxing indirectly with every meal. So everything about putting together your natural fibroid elimination plan is going to be preventing other forms of sickness and disease in other areas of the body. So a lot of goddesses that I've worked with have insulin resistance, have diabetes, even cancer. I've worked with people that have had cancer and gotten rid of cancer using the same protocols that they've been given to shrink fibroids naturally, you know? So it really is just a testament to the fact that everything is all sickness and disease is doing is calling us back into alignment and into communing with nature, and realizing that we come from and we directly are related to nature and need to connect with nature on a regular basis. So that's kind of a little bit what I wanted to put on here today. It's been 21 minutes and change. I'm not going to go up to 40 like I usually do. Does anybody have any questions before I jump off? I did also want to invite you, like I said, tomorrow at 6 p.m. we're going to be talking on Clubhouse. If you got an iPhone, get on the Clubhouse app. If you don't have an invite, message me. I have a few invites left I could send you if you're going to show up for my talk tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking about natural fibroid freedom. We're going to go more in depth into things I talked about today and a lot more to let you know whether you are really doing what it takes. Like if you're really about the natural fibroid freedom life. Like, are you serious about natural fibroid freedom? Okay, well then sis, you should already be doing this, this, and this. Oh, you mean you don't do this, sis? Okay, well then you're not ready. And it's not a big deal. It's not to make anybody uncomfortable or, you know, diss anyone. It's to get you on your game, get you back on track, and to arm you with the knowledge of some simple things that we already should be doing and having in place that may be, depending on who you are now, exactly what you've been missing to shrink fibroids without even needing fibroid elimination coaching. Because sometimes it's really simple. You would be surprised how many clients I get, and I get on the 1 hour consultation, or I get them on the call and they're about to sign up for fibroid freedom coaching, and they tell me things like they don't drink water. I'm like, that right there is a no-brainer. You know, if you're not drinking water and you start drinking water, imagine the changes you're going to see in your body and in your health with fibroids and everything else. So some of it's really simple fixes. Let me see. Dawn Smith said, did you mean I am interested? Dawn Smith, if that's what you meant, let me know, because it says I am instead. You're interested in coaching? If you are, let me know if that's what it is, because then I can tell you where to go to book your free call to discuss my services. I would like to get on board and price. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Let me see if I can type into the chat on here. Can I type into my own chat? Let's see. I don't know. So what I want y'all to do, if y'all are interested in a consultation, if you're interested in private coaching, if you're interested in herbs, which we can go over in a 1 hour consultation, womb Reiki is something I also do, which is womb energy healing, where I look at the womb chakras as well as the body chakras, and we talk about what we're seeing energetically in terms of balance and imbalance. Depending on what's balance, you want fibroids. That's got to be a typo, because nobody wants fibroids. Do you mean you want fibroid coaching? I'm going to put live chat, super chat. All right, so email me, because I don't know how to type into my chat. Email me at fibroidfreedom@gmail.com. fibroidfreedom@gmail.com if you want to sign up for a consultation, or you want to sign up for 90-day fibroid elimination coaching. We can talk about that. I'm also thinking about launching a group coaching, which will be a little bit more affordable. If I can get at least 10 women interested, it may be like 4 weekends in March where we start breaking down the pillars of natural fibroid elimination. One of the pillars will be detoxing. Another weekend we'll go over herbs and supplements, but it'll be a group format. And, you know, of course, there'll be 2 more weekends where we'll go over something else related to this topic, like attacking estrogen dominance. And then a weekend where we go into food recipes, my smoothies, that kind of thing. That will be a little bit more affordable. If you're interested in that, fibroidfreedom@gmail.com, and let me know you're interested. And I'll send you the link to set up a free 15-minute call. If you're serious, we'll go through what all of my services are. You can choose what service on the call, and we can get you onboarded for whatever service you choose. And of course, if you're interested in that weekend, maybe, I don't know if it's going to be called a retreat or a intensive, but it's probably going to be multiple weekends in spring, in March. The group coaching, let me know as well. But fibroid, FIBROID, freedom@gmail.com. Let me know, and we can set up a call. I do have openings this week, and it's free 15 minutes, and we can talk. All right. Does anybody have any more questions? I thought for sure you could type into the chat on YouTube. This is so funny. Save, highlight, save to your channel. Share. Can y'all see me, or did I just do something? All right. Well, y'all email me. Okay, if you want a fibroid consultation, Dawn, did you get the message? fibroidfreedom@gmail.com. I'm going to type it on the end of this video, okay? Because I don't see where I can type anything. Yeah, no, I don't see nothing. Also, OP Fibroid Freedom on Instagram. You can go on there and message me at OP Fibroid Freedom. Dawn, Cadet, whoever else said they wanted to message me about a private consultation, do that, or email me fibroidfreedom@gmail.com. All right. I hope you got it, because I don't know how to type in the chat. I'm going to go. You can also type your email under this video or under another video, and I will email you personally if for some reason you missed how to reach me. All right. I'm sending y'all love. Come see me tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Clubhouse. We're going to talk about whether you're really doing what it takes to shrink fibroids naturally. I'm sending you peace and love and fibroid release. I got your back. I'm here for you. We can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. You just need the system. So send me a message, and I will get back to you. Peace and love.